we'll have to first of all understand how China and Russian influence works. So they work with a long-term strategy where they support individual initiatives. So let me put it into context. In 2022, the Chevening program of the UK only offered 4 fellowships in Albania, whereas the Russian had up to 55 scholarships. Now, that's a huge pool, if you want, for the young people. It was the same sort of numbers across the region. Now, with the UK, what we did in partnership with the universities, we did manage to raise some funds, and now there are 14 fellows, so some of them are in here. So that's a clear indication that university partnership could do. But what that does is that you will attract more of the Western Balkan students and people to come to the EU, to come to the UK. And of course, they will have more of an affinity with the region, with the European Union, with the UK, and away from Russia. Because we are sort of, since the war started, all of a sudden we are asking everyone to pull away from Russia, but we forget how many decades Russia has invested in their economy, in their education, in society. So that can't be overturned overnight. However, there is an opportunity now because the US has pulled some of its funding, especially when it comes in media spaces, in other places, and the UK could potentially help all the European Union. But it has to have a long-term strategy, so we can't just have every 3 years change the strategy and somehow we think that the influence will be fine. Whereas in Russia, you have 20 years leadership, in China, more than 10 years leadership.